I guess that's the perfect segue. I'll let Lindsay and Theo talk about Call of the Wild, and I'll just
Ooh.
be here having fun.
Ooh.
If you were any of the dogs in Call of the Wild, which one would you be, Lindsay?
Oh, okay. You know when he like uh, uh wait, is this one? Yes. Okay. Um, you know like when when Buck
I mean,
finally
you can do spoilers.
okay. Okay, you know when Buck finally gets to be like the alpha and like pulls like sled for everybody, but first the human is like, no, like you're not in order to do that. So he tries to pull this other dog up to do it, and that dog is like, absolutely not. I know my place. That's the dog that I would be.
Okay, that's very on brand. So I
What about
understand
you?
completely. I feel like I don't know. I just because they did. I mean, to be fair, it's not about the whole team of dogs. So I didn't want to or they're not supposed to be fleshed out. But I just kind of liked. It just seems like whatever dog was sitting. You know those students in a classroom where you're not sitting in the back row, but you're sitting in the second to back row because you're not well, I don't want to be that much of someone who doesn't care, but I don't want to be super upfront. You know what I mean? That's the dog I would be.
I love that.
Anyways, that was a fun movie because I was really expecting to be kind of not that good, but I think where most dog movies fail is they're not really that interesting and they don't have that interesting cinematography and they're just kind of Christian movies in disguise as dog movies.
Yes.
And this one I liked a lot because it was a dog movie.
Come for the God's Not Dead trilogy.
Wait, what?
How dare you come for the God's Not Dead trilogy?
Well, this was just The Revenant for kids. In a way.
Oh my gosh, really?
It really was. It was a Western.
It was at first it was The Revenant for kids, and then it turned into springtime Skyrim, but in movie form. You know what I mean? Like that's the best way I can describe it because the beginning is it's winter and he's a dog sled dog, and he has to help people. He's driving the sled across, and it's gorgeous. It's legitimately
Yes.
has amazing cinematography. I'm not gonna pretend it's a 10 out of 10 high class piece of art, but for a kids movie, this looks way better than it needs to. And yeah, for the first half, gorgeous snow, gorgeous photography, etc. And yeah, basically just the Revenant disguise. And then the second half, when it's more springtime and things get melted, it's kind of like what you would imagine a mountainous region would look like if it just thawed out of a winter and it was super lush and green. And you were there with your Minecraft axe, and you're like, ah, yes, time to build a humble abode here. Does that make any sense at all?
Yes. Yes, it does.
And there was a bear, so it really was the Revenant.
Bear. Yeah. I mean, yeah, kinda. But no, yeah, I really because I feel like this the 3-axis movie, the first was kind of the cheesy, oh, this dog is wild, and funny kind of thing. But then the second half was the dog sled pulling thing, and that was like a huge adventure kind of character study kind of dog. And then the third act was just Harrison Ford and this dog just chilling together and being at peace in the mountains. And I was like, why do I want this so bad for myself?
Yes, yes. I really, really, really like that. The movie was kind of just a vibe piece at the end, and don't want to say too much, but they do. I don't. I think it feels both like a very, very PG movie, but at the same time, I think what they do with the PGness is very impressive. Like,
Yeah,
it
I
feels
agree.
kind of like.
I guess
Oh, sorry, what were you saying?
I was just saying it gets pretty dark.
Yes, yes. Um, I genuinely thought this was like a really solid movie in my eyes. Like, I think, hey, you should see it if you can. I mean,
Yeah,
you
I
may come to
agree.
regret
I'm gonna
this.
try to. What's interesting is I actually asked my family to see it with me and I think they've just been busy. This seemed like a family movie, right? Just
It
from
is.
what y'all were sort of.
It is a family movie.
Yeah, yeah. And also you mentioned it looks way better than it needs to. I wanted to throw this out because like I actually don't really have beef with Call of the Wild at all. It's just interesting to me how narratives start. Call of the Wild has $110 million budget, which you said it looks good, Theo. Which
Mhm.
great. But all the talk for it is, hey, Call of the Wild, doing amazing at the box office, doing great at the box office. Birds
It's
of Prey
not.
did better than it, and it had an $80 million budget. I'm just like, why
Yeah.
is this a
Wow.
thing? And
Huh.
yeah,
No,
Lindsay,
it is. Yeah, it is losing them a lot of money, but I mean, other than the dog, I thought it looked amazing.
see,
The
that's
dog
what I was
didn't
going to
look great.
mention. But they
I
probably
honestly
spent a
didn't.
decent amount of their money on the dog,
That's
right?
true, but I honestly didn't mind that the dog didn't look great because it was like, you know what I mean? It was like one of
Yeah,
those
I
things
got
where,
over it like
yeah.
pretty quickly.
Yes, agreed. Same. I got over it after 5 minutes. I was like, well, I mean, why not just enjoy this? You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, you just get used to it.
Not gonna lie, I thought this movie was. Do y'all remember the book Hatchet?
Ooh, then that sounds familiar.
I get Hatchet and the Call of the Wild confused often. And Hatchet's basically a guy. A plane crashes and he's the only survivor. And one of the few things he brought with him was like a hatchet and a couple other things. That's it. So not this movie.
Interesting. That sounds really. I mean, that sounds cool, but
Yeah, because I was confused. I was like, was the dog on the plane or like what?
fair. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, in all honesty, I just really genuinely like Call of the Wild a lot, which just feels unusual. Um, and like I just think it has the. I mean, I'm sure it's intentional, but it has the formula for like the perfect. This movie will appeal to probably most people, especially like your family, because it's a dad movie, it's a mom movie, it's a kids movie.
Harrison
It's
Ford.
It's Harrison Ford.
Yeah, he does have
Star Wars fan.
shirtless scenes, so
And Harrison
Ooh.
Ford's there for your lusty grandma.
oh, my friends were
What do you
lusty.
mean, lusty grandma? Yeah,
Yeah,
you put
lusty
some
20-year-olds.
you put some respect
Wait,
on
really?
Harrison Ford's
Damn.
name. Everybody lusts over Harrison Ford.
I mean, he does have a shirtless swimming scene, so smoke
Yeah, he
emoji.
does. So there you go.
Spoilers.
Is it with the dog?
I mean,
I mean,
the
the dog
dog's
is
shirtless the
there.
entire movie. So,
How dare they lust while the dog is present?
Buck is an adult.
Oh,
Is he
and-
really?
but
Yeah,
Buck
he's
is
a
Buck is legally.
He's not a puppy.
I forgot his name is Buck.
Yeah, his name is Buck.
There's.
I think I briefly heard the trailer.
He's a
'cause
really
I
good
don't watch-
boy.
Yeah, because Harrison Ford does his grumbly. Buck's always been a good boy, or something like that. And I was like,
Yeah.
Harrison Ford in things. That's new.
The thing about the movie is like it genuinely feels like if you really look at it, I think there's some really mature things going on in the movie. And I don't want to get too deep into it because it would get into spoilers. But like I think the reason why I liked it so much in addition to it's it's great how great it looks in general is it's just like, wow, like if you think about it, these are mature themes for like a kid to be. I mean, maybe not faced directly with, but like to be in a kids movie.
Mhm.
And
Awesome.
I don't know. I know I sound like a shill, but I mean this is definitely in my top 5 of 2020 right now.
Aren't you the president of the Harrison Ford fan club?
No, I'm sorry.
It's also
the
in my top 5.
Yes, and I'm sure it will fall out for me soon. Maybe not even soon. That's the thing. It'll fall out.
Yeah, there's not
It'll
a lot
fall
coming
soon.
out that I'm. Yeah, I don't know.
Invisible Man incoming. Come on.
Okay, what has
You're
Elizabeth
right.
Moss given herself into?
Fresh off her smell.
I
Her
know,
smelly
right?
smell.
Her smell.
But
That's the thing is he could smell her. I don't know.
that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't
I
make
was gonna make that joke too, and then I thought about it. But I had a question for both of y'all. Does it seem like Harrison Ford wants to be there?
Oh.
I mean, it didn't seem like he didn't want to be there.
That didn't answer the question, but I'll take that as a yes.
I think it's not exact. Like, I'm not gonna say it's the best performance I've ever seen, but I think he like definitely everyone like knows that they're in a kids movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think for what it is, I kind of liked him. Like, I was like, wow. Not gonna lie, I'm a Harrison Ford stan now. Now that not that I wasn't before, but like usually. Well, actually, I need to see more of the Indiana Jones movies. But the Star Wars movies, he usually doesn't get too much screen time, you know. And here he's like a very important character, and it was like, oh, like if he wasn't good, this would be terrible. But he's like kind of good, you know. I
Yeah, I
don't
thought he
know.
was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting.
It
I was just
weird
asking because I can never. Oh, sorry, Lindsay. But I can never tell if Harrison Ford just doesn't like press tours, or if he genuinely doesn't like acting, and he's like, oh well, people like me now, so I have to be in things, whatever.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not really familiar enough with him.
Have you seen like interviews and stuff with him for the Star Wars press tour?
No, I haven't.
His famous line is "I don't care."
I mean, good for him.
Because there's this. I forgot you're not a Star Wars nerd. Never mind.
Dude, that's
No, I'm
so
sorry.
funny.
But there's a big thing where like Han shot first, Greedo shot first, like all the edits of the movie, and someone like started asking him about that, and he was like, "I don't care." Like he's in the most like honest way possible. And I forget which. Oh, I need to find the other one because there was one he did recently where like they were trying to ask him like fan theories or something like that, and he was like, "No," like I forget what it was, but they asked him like, "Oh hey, talk about this that was in this recent movie." Let me see if I can find it. But yeah, y'all keep talking. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I
Spear
thought it
Wolf?
was funny that Karen Gillan was. Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. Karen Gillan.
I just thought it was funny that Karen Gillan was in it for a total of 5 seconds.
Who's that person?
The girl with the red hair.
Oh, yeah, the girl that's in.
She's in the Jumanji movies,
Oh,
and
yeah.
she's
Sure.
Nebula in the Marvel movies. She's in Doctor Who.
I see.
Yeah, I was like, oh, Karen Gillan is in
girl
this
Nebula.
movie. Yeah, I was like, Karen Gillan's in this movie, and then,
Not in
like,
the movie anymore.
like
Yeah.
a scene later, I was like, never mind.
Wait, I shared one thing with you guys real quick. This actually proves Harrison Ford is the best actor if you can look at a human being who's doing that and still be able to act.
Let me see.
It's the guy who's in the CGI costume doing the dog.
Sure.
Oh, I know, I did. Oh my god, I hate watching this video. It's so weird.
I love that actually because like you know he was paid like 1% of what Harrison Ford was paid.
Okay, so just to give you
the spirit wolf.
just to give you another example of Harrison Ford's lines, just because I found it while I was searching. Actually, wait, I just lost it. Oh no, John! I swear my page refreshed like right as. What the heck? Why did it do that? Let me try to find. I hate Twitter. Never mind. I'm bad with the internet. This is a Disney movie. I didn't know that.
Wait, what is?
It's
The Call of the Wild.
Call of the
It's a Disney movie?
Oh,
It's
is
a
it?
Fox movie, and Disney owns Fox.
Oh, interesting. So Harrison Ford was trying to get out of the Disney brand, and then they were like, "Ha ha, we bought them." Gotta hurt. Okay, so there was one. Harrison Ford weighs in on. Oh, spoilers for The Rise of Skywalker, if you care. Weighs in on Han Solo was a Force ghost in The Rise of Skywalker. He says, "I'll try to do my Harrison Ford impression." A Force ghost. I have no effing idea what a Force ghost is, and I don't care. So the infamous line, "I don't care."
That's honestly valid. I mean, he agreed to do this movie, like this, like random sci-fi movie, like so many years ago, and now he's like still being asked
It's
questions
still
about it.
Yeah.
Probably just like, I don't fucking care. I don't like.
Imagine
And then
that iconic that you can just do that, and people will be like,
still
well,
like, yes, put him in more Star Wars.
He's motherfucking Han Solo, so how can I not how can I be mad at this person? You know, like he's so iconic.
And then the other one I found was basically about the same scene, if his cameo. And he says, do Harrison Ford accent again, or not accent. He's not the Harrison Ford people, the Fordians. But it was a useless addition to the story and continuing development of Adam Driver's character. So he says, so he doesn't like the addition, but he says, and the chance to do another scene with Adam was great. So just confirming Adam Driver, true best boy. Everybody loves him. But yeah, do you guys have anything else for Call of the Wild?
I liked the wolf spirit.
Good movie. Yes,
Yeah.
The Wolf Spirit was great. And it felt like someone made a movie out of the concept of that one scene in Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yes.
Oh, the wolf scene?
Yes.
Yeah, you know the wolf scene?
I just
The
really
one
wish
wolf
that I had
scene
wolf spirit, where I could just like be like, what do I do? And then I look and there's just like a wolf staring at me like, you know what to do. I'd be like, oh shit, you're right. That's what I want in my life.
It's very personal.
I agree.
Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for this week.
Good dog movie. Probably my favorite dog movie I've seen so far.
As we addressed before, I don't know how many dog movies you've seen, Theo.
I don't know
because we ran through a lot.